And we're back. And we're back. I hope everybody finds their way in. I apologize for that, gamers. I apologize. Greatly apologize for that. But we're back. We're back. Take it in stride. Take it in stride. I gotta reset the chat now. Hello. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was a my bad. I do not, in fact, play Clash Royale, I fear. I am a Clash of Clans guy, though. I've been on a stint. I watched this guy called Jaden on YouTube.com. I put him on in the background a lot. He's chill. How long you been doing YouTube? 2 years? It came up on 2 years, this October. So hopefully you got the answer to that question a lot faster than you were last time, because now that we're on ultra low latency, it should be nearly instantaneous. I did change the thumbnail. We're on the Lupenheimer now. We're on the Heimer. It was pretty fast, yeah. Yeah, my first, 2 weeks of streams, I was like, wow, this is kind of sucky. People, it takes forever. But turns out it's just one option. The only caveat being I can't stream in 4K, but, I don't really have any... I don't really want to stream in 4K, honestly. But yeah, I thank you all for being here. Maybe I should make, a community post right now. Perhaps. Or should I edit my comment again? I'm not sure. Whatever. People will find me. I want to do, a thank you post with all the art that's come out of this recent video in the art channel in the Discord. It's just been absolutely insane. I want to kind of commemorate that, so that'll be a tomorrow thing, perhaps. But yeah, let's get right to it, huh? So let's do this the right way. I'm gonna bring this down. By the way, that was Club Penguin OST, in case you didn't know that. In case you're not familiar with Ball like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I can kind of hear that. Okay, that's gonna kind of double up a bit. Thankfully, in the times that I was, or rather, since the previous stream, I have been able to fix not only my Stream Deck, so that this thing will be a lot more watchable, and we won't spend the first 15 minutes fumbling around while 300 people, for some reason, watch me. It's a whole completely separate issue, right? But I also muted my Xbox notifications. I muted my Xbox notifications as well, so. I don't know if you saw, Luby, there's a little surprise waiting for you. I did see that. You gifted me Deltarune, though. Appreciate that. Like many things, it's on the list. What's your favorite OST? Ain't that a question? I've really been feeling the Mario Kart World soundtrack, honestly. I'm big into Masayoshi Takanaka and people like Cassiopeia, who are kind of I don't want to say J-pop, like a jazz fusion kind of thing, and they just completely blew it out of the water. All right, so we're gonna be just kind of chilling out here. I don't really have too many plans for this. Wow, look at this. As always. Fire spreads, trust players, host privileges. Minecon 2013. Wow. I was in 4th grade during Minecon 2013. Hello, Dommy. Hello now, Clippers. All the OGs are here today. Forget what was the last major update Legacy Edition got. Yeah, because I think Update Aquatic was 1.13, and that's when they stopped. Sarah, extremely rare Sarah sighting. Wow. Let me know if the game audio is too low or if it's good enough. Or a secret third thing. I think what I should do is, like, I should take my microphone back and then kind of go back in my chair. So that way I'm not turning my head as much. Hopefully this is good. It's been some time since I've been on live stream. YouTube notifications are not giving justice. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see what kind of, the amount of people that'll file in from here, because this is the second channel. You can't hear the game. Why is it on too loopy? I want to try and swap, like, all the streaming stuff to put over here, and then, like, everything else goes onto the main channel. So I kind of want to keep the main channel as dormant as possible, where while I try to cook stuff up. Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, that could definitely change. I mean, the fact that we have so many new members now, I might just kind of bring it back over here. This is more of a test run than anything, right? Plus, it does feel disingenuous to have memberships, like, given through live streams, and you guys tune into the live streams just to be like, hey, we're not doing that anymore. Oop, you're gonna play Yap Yap on stream? I hardly even know what Yap Yap is. Maybe. Can't flex my OG milestone on this channel. That is true. That is true. What are your plans for this world? Just kind of chill out. I mean, I don't really have anything in mind in particular. My concern, OG, if I recall correctly, I was showing up right before you really took off. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I don't want to put labels on people like, hey, you might be new gen, but you're not. You might be old gen, but you're not old gen, you know? It's like you're here now, and that's all that matters. In my mind, anyway. I think, like, one of the other reasons why I'm doing this over here is, one, I don't want to impact the video's performance in the algorithm. Like I said before, if people are watching my new video and let's say they're 15 minutes in and they think for some reason it's the greatest thing they've ever watched, and they see that I'm live and then they tap in and tell me that it's the greatest thing that they've ever seen, I greatly appreciate that in the moment, of course. But now YouTube's like, yo, this guy just clicked off 15 minutes in. This video sucks. And then it stops recommending it. My friends are making fun of me because I became a stream mod and a Discord mod overnight. Yeah, you earned that admin, I think. Hello, Epiriser. Hello. Hey. I'm getting subscribe notifications. Oh no, 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 no. Wait. Code red, code red, code red, code red, code red. Ah, we're okay. We're chill. For now. Well, at least it works. It works. We might get jump scared by some subscribe notifications, but okay, yeah, I should probably stop this. Hold on. Alert box. Subscribers. Why can't I just disable this, man? Oh, that's why I have to press the enabled button. Of course. Of course. Alright, so now that that's disabled, just to test this one, you guys get to see me test this live. Yay. Let me bring that up a bit, though. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words. Actually, let me just play through OBS. I don't really think input delay matters in here. Sorry, I promise I'm a lot more organized than any other facet of life, just not streaming, I guess. Baby llama. Damn, llamas are old, man. They came out before the Drowns came out? Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can block one random word. I have played Terraria Jet. I used to play it on my Xbox. This Xbox right here, actually. And I was able to get into a certain server, and then I got Red's Wings, and then infinite mana potions. Very elite. But yeah, I did that, and then me and the fellows have a yearly Terraria Calamity session where we just play it for weeks on end. Yep, this is an actual Xbox. Oh wow, I can't. I forgot I can't swim. Hello, Cooey. There's something about these old villages, man. Yeah, cleric. Back when I was a wee lad, obviously I was on the YouTube a lot. I never really watched people like Sky Does Minecraft or Ant Venom or SS Sunday or whoever, but I did watch Nerdcubed. I don't know if you guys know Ball like that, but I watched Nerdcube stuff. He did this flying turtle build back in 2013, 2014. That was elite. I freaking love that. And I remember weekly watching his Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series. Ethos Lab? No, sir. Nah. Thank you, actual Kevin, for the $5. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let me quick turn up the sound on that, actually. That was pretty quiet. Alright. That should be okay. Hmm. It's funny how, like, this is, like, kind of riding a bike. Like, I just... Alright, well, I don't really know where everything is, but I know where a lot of this stuff is. I say as I can't find a boat. Oh, why do I speak? Oh, yeah, gross. You need a wooden shovel to make one. Yeah, ideally I could fish, maybe. Nail clippers!
No memberships to gift, so don't know what it is.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, nail clippers. Andrew, I think Hydro found whatever word you banned. Were you fishing in 1 block deep water in the last video, by the way? Yeah, but I did change it up. Simply because, you know, I like that little dock extension. I like to sit there, and I also like to kind of passively listen in on what was going on behind me, even though if I, you know, didn't necessarily care what was going on. Ooh, I like this island. Oh, this is nice. That is not nice. I'm getting back. Yesterday's stream was such a whiplash for like the 6 people. Yeah. It didn't seem right to me. It didn't feel like real life. I don't know how people do it, man. I feel like I'm so used to, like, you know, seeing every single message that comes in, reading it, if not out loud, then in my head. But it's like it's like it feels terrible, you know? It's like having like a really, really niche pizza joint, and you have like the same 6 people who are regularly coming in, and then Dave Portnoy shows up and he's like, yo, this place is baller. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's not even the same place as like 2 hours before. Thanks for coming in, Jed. Yeah, I have no idea what Stoneworks is. You will only get more popular, I believe. I appreciate that. It's, I mean, I'm looking at my analytics. I mean, let me just check right now. Pulling it up here. Not only did we cross 50,000 subscribers, which is freaking bananas, but the view chart is just going up. It has no signs of stopping, dude. It's been at like a 50, maybe 60 degree angle. And it just keeps going. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. You found a niche, me thinks there's only more to come. Yeah, I think I did too. Whoa. As I live and freaking breathe, dude. Sword blocking. Oh, and I can spam attack, dude. Oh, I missed this. You've caught that COVID winter break wave? Yeah. I was kind of tweaking because I wanted to get this out like in the beginning of December. Simply because the ad. Well, by the way, happy to see how well the new video is doing. Watching in one go, it was great. Let me read the rest of that. Where is the rest of that? Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Still surprised to see how high quality your videos are. Keep it up, brother. Open parenthesis, Loppy Glaze, close parenthesis. I appreciate that, Nail Clippers. Thank you. I just finished your island video. I love your schizophrenic storytelling. Thank you, brother. You get it. Yeah, we can summon Herobrine once we get to it. Wow. An Iron Fist. Not that old. We don't need to build like another reactor. That's like Pocket Edition type. You know the crazy part about one of the crazier parts about that civilization whole thing was like in like the every day there would be like a pre-chat stage or a pre-session stage and a post-session stage, and at the very end, I'm gonna post something on the second channel because I was able to talk for a bit, and I'll put that on there and like kind of do like another channel update, I think, but. One of the things like I heard from people is like, yo, I just spent an entire 4 days on a tropical island and I didn't fish once. And that's kind of bananas to me. You're a brave to play on console for real. Yeah, it takes a different kind of beast, and I am that beast, I'm afraid. How do you like the Xbox edition Minecraft? I only played the PlayStation version, so I'm not sure it's different. I think they're pretty much the same, honestly. The same way how Bedrock is the same all over the place, I think PlayStation would probably be the same. I mean, granted, they're like technically two completely separate versions, but. Are you afraid of Nintendo copyright striking your video for all the Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild music? Yeah, I don't like to think about that too much. I don't think they will. They haven't done anything like it in the past to like creators, at least in terms of using music. But it is definitely a thought for sure. Yeah, it is Nintendo. Rank Destiny 1 raids? Oh, that's easy. Wrath? Oh, Wrath and King's Fall. Nah, I gotta put Wrath at 1. Wrath at 1, King's Fall at 2, Vogue at 3, Crota's End 4. I did 3-man flawless Crota once. Now that I think about it, that was kind of crazy. I don't know how I pulled that off. Minecraft Stair tier list. Working on any videos as of now, by the way. I'm gonna let this one simmer. I'm gonna ride the high for a bit, and then I'll get back to it in the new year, I think. Once I get the dates for Rift Events new thing, I'm gonna try my darndest to actually like get off for those days. Thankfully, I would only have to probably work to try to get off on Sundays for 2 weeks in a row, which I think I could probably manage, but just the worst part about that is I would have to be waiting until February at the very least to actually play in the thing. And as you know, with editing, that takes a lot of time. So I do have like some ideas like in between. I was talking about this yesterday. It was I have an idea on doing basically the AI craft thing again, but just one guy. So I just kind of chaperone one guy and then we beat the game together. Think that could go hard. I had an idea. I used to play this mod pack called Cursed Walking on the channel, and ideally I was going to turn that into a video, but I didn't really like where it was going, and I kind of scrapped it after getting like 9 or so minutes of it done. And it was kind of like a Herculean task to actually do it, play through an entire mod pack. As much as I do like the idea of doing a horror mod thing, it kind of seems overdone. Especially in like in a climate where people like Vivali, the shy guy Minecraft YouTuber. I forget like the how you say his name, but I mean he's posting horror mod stuff every single week, you know. Most are dweller swap, yeah, in terms of horror mods. Ooh, I installed this mod that reads me files on my computer. So scary. It's like the demon is really in my computer. You tell us about how you edit, how you learned what program you use. Maybe a process if there is one. As for this last video, I created the script file, I want to say 2 weeks after the event actually ended. And then I just kind of got to work writing. What I did, I coincided it with me reviewing all the footage, all 14 or 15 hours. So I would go in there. I use Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro has a function where you can like add like a marker for you to come back to later. So I just kind of did that all around where it's like, oh yeah, this is a good enough bit to maybe kind of make it in and all that kind of stuff. So I got it all that, and I kind of got the general feel of, you know, the video's tone, how I wanted it to go. And then from there, it's just kind of, you know, nose to the grindstone. I edit in a linear fashion, so like I do the intro first and I do the very ends at the very end. Once everything is actually done, I do like a once go around because it would be absolutely impossible to jump around, make certain edits, and then have to watch it all the way back again. That's just kind of a bit of a waste of time, in my humble opinion. So like I would start at the beginning. The very last things I did actually was I added in a couple more music tracks, just kind of me fishing by my lonesome during those moments, and subtitling as well. The minimal subtitling that you see, because in all honesty, I kind of got sick of it. Ever heard about the game Dredge is all about fishing and exploring? Yes, it's on my wish list actually. And it's I heard I saw this somebody made like a Dredge-ish Minecraft mod and I thought that would be absolutely elite to go through. So I could do that. Could use AI to subtitle? Yeah, I don't know. I get where like you come from for that, but it's like I got a certain type of autism that's like if this doesn't appear the moment the first syllable leaves my mouth, then I don't want it. Did you know the video was going to blow up? Not really, no. Just kind of felt like another Tuesday for me, in all honesty. Like, I was proud of it, but I'm like, I don't know if people will watch this. And then it turns out 420,000 people said, yeah, maybe we'll watch this. And now here we are. Appreciate that, Rex Colt. How long did the video take to edit? Start to finish, around a month and a half. Maybe a month and 3 weeks. Just to give you a timeline, I got employed part-time Friday, Saturday, Sunday on October 31st. Wait, how was that right? How was I able to... Oh, right, because that was the week before. That was the month before. So, timeline. Quick timeline. The event is hosted on, like, September 27th and 28th, and October 4th and October 5th. Like 2 weeks after that, like the middle of October, I start the script. October 31st, I start my part-time job. My Friday, Saturday, Sundays are now for the most part booked up, but I continue to work, Monday through Thursday. And then I get a full-time job. So starting on December 1st, I'm working Monday through Friday. And then I'm also working Saturday, Sunday. You see where it kind of starts to fall apart? But yeah, it took a lot. Appreciate that, Ghostly. Thanks for coming in. In a perfect world, yeah, I think I'm gonna do their desert event. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I obviously can't say anything about it, but I did see like a little bit of a sneak peek because I get all the supporter perks now that I'm a creator for them. And it looks very, very cool, and I'm interested to see where they go with it. And I'm interested to see where I will go with it. I don't want to like tire out the fishing gimmick. Like I don't want to do like, can you survive another civilization event by only fishing? And I also kind of don't want to follow the same story. I mean, not like the initial Tropical Island story was planned out at all to begin with. But, I need to make something new out of it, like tell an entirely new story. And me being like, a fisherman who doesn't really want to do much with anything, that's, it's already done. Hello, Wicked. How do you sign up? So you have to join Rift Events Discord. What I believe they're going to do is they're going to open it up to... They're going to open it up for written and video applications. So you basically just have to record like you playing and literally whatever and being like, hey, this is who I am and this is my personality. You should totally let me in because I do this XYZ. And then the team like obviously would review the apps and then you'd either get in or you don't. Congrats on 50k subs. I appreciate that, Mr. Flower. Welcome in. It's very weird seeing Fruit Loop with 50k subs. Yeah, it's weird seeing myself with more than 21k subs. I thought I wasn't making it out of that hood. What's the times for that? For it? Like, I'll enjoy one of those. Would probably be like 3 a.m. for me. It's actually you might be able to make it because normally they host them around like it starts at noon, and then it goes until like 4. Mm-mm-mm. I just made a furnace, didn't I? And a crafting table. Why, yes, yes, I did. What are you gonna do now that you're famous? I don't know, probably start talking to miners or whatever. No. No, 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 no. I don't know. It's just another day on the job for me. What's up, Super CPJ? What's up, brother? You can't say that, Whoopi. Yeah, I definitely can't now that there's... How many of you are here? Okay, but there is a live stream. There is no... There is a current live stream. Please? Please? Whatever. I'll never know. What Whoopi can enjoy a fellow miner crafter. I had an idea to further elevate the Death Zamboni bit of the name reveal of being like at the very last frame. I put in very small text next to the woman between the ages of 20 and 24. I was gonna be like, see how easy that is, comma, YouTuber who was canceled because he started talking to minors, but I couldn't get a good one in my head, so good enough example rather. There's no such thing as a good. I'm gonna finish that. So long, Rex Colt. Okay, in an ideal world, would you rather pursue a career in YouTube or keep the dynamic as it is? I mean, ideally, I want to edit stuff for a living. I don't want to be, you know, tech support guy. Can't really say that's my passion. You get to live with over 400,000 people knowing your general location. Yeah, that's a cross I chose to bear. Hello, Nokoyo. Oh, my axe. Have you ever played League of Legends? That's like the 5th time somebody has asked me that. And the answer is always no. How long do you think Minecraft will last before Minecraft blasts Java Edition with microtransactions and full control of moderation? I don't think they'll do that. I genuinely think that would destroy the game. Apologies for the sound, so just kind of taking in the atmosphere there. You fish in real life? Yeah, I think I said this yesterday. I do deep sea fishing with my uncle, my cousin, and my dad for Father's Day. So we do that, and otherwise we like to kind of go lake fishing whenever we can. Oof. Oh, the old pufferfish. Ooh. It's awesome. What's your favorite fish species? You can't throw that at me. You can't put that burden on me. I love all fish. Nah, I'm a real dab enjoyer, I'll be honest. I love those fellas. And they're tasty too. What's the coolest slash most memorable thing you've caught? So I personally didn't catch this, but this was like such like a crazy experience to me that like I can hardly believe it still. My dad, like, as we're going deep sea fishing, like he's bringing up his line, and like there's nothing on the other end of the line, but there's this crab who's just holding on to the line with one hand and he's riding it all the way up. And he's just around he's just going all the way up. He's on for the ride. He's in it for the long haul. And as soon as he was at the surface, he like practically waved at us, and then he like got off the line and he fell all the way back down. Otherwise though, I think this year we my dad might have caught like an eel as well. It's a lot of wacky catches for whatever reason. What's your favorite animal? Funnily enough, I like penguins. When I was a kid, I used to bring a sketchbook and I would draw like penguin comics. I was a big Club Penguin guy back in the day. I mean, I guess technically speaking, I still am. But every so often they would post like you guys can look up like Club Penguin comics on like Google Images and they'll come up and it's like they were pretty chill. I was like, yeah, I want to draw like that too. But yeah, they're chill. I went to not only Universal, but also we stopped at SeaWorld with my family last year. And their penguin exhibit is so cool. I couldn't ride like the Penguin Trek or whatever it was, like that roller coaster. I think the line was like 150 minutes. It's like, nah. I really like roller coasters. One thing I'll never go back on is the Manta. Dude, that thing freaking sucks. I genuinely thought I was done for. With the Manta, it's like I forget like the type of ride it is, but like they strap you in, and then before you leave the station, they lift up your seat so that you're basically staring at the ground the entire time. Oh, hello. You think people still play Club Penguin anymore? Yeah, man. I'm still on Club Penguin Journey to this day. Holy. I was a huge Club Penguin rewritten guy. I remember crashing out in like my study hall in 8th grade when I found out the whole thing was shutting down Club Penguin. And I was like, oh wait, no, it's fine because there's this public server that's awesome. And then the guys behind it literally got arrested because they started running one too many ads on it, and now it's just completely gone forever. And that was like 5 years of like my passive life. But Club Penguin Journey is so awesome. It really is. The mods are going about it completely the right way, and they're not making a single dollar from it. And not only that, but for their own safety, they were like completely anonymous, which is fantastic because the main people who play those games are kind of a little bit crazy, in all honesty. Oh yeah, and for the record, the last time I checked, I've gotten 3 more friend requests on Club Penguin Rewritten or Journey after I put out that video. Is there any quality of life changes introduced with Club Penguin Journey? Yeah, I mean there's basically it's let me see. So Club Penguin Journey is basically AC2. That's the style of the game. Basically the game from like 2007 until like I want to say like 2011. Oh wow. Is the stream quality dying or are we okay? That's okay. All right. I'm getting a red bar over here. I just want to make sure. Thank you, Yaku. Take it easy. So with Club Penguin Journey, as I said, it's AC2. So basically like that kind of middle of the age game style. And they're basically evolving to make or redeveloping features that were introduced with AC3, like the Puffle Care system. And they're reworking it to basically kind of be more in that same style, which is awesome. Like there's no like Muppets crossover, Star Wars crossover. Everything just kind of seems like it's kind of stuck in time almost. And like there's other quality of life things too. Like if your friend is online but on a different server, then you can just straight up join that server from that initial server and just like join them that way. I think it's just really quiet for some reason, the game audio. There. That's probably doubled up though. It's probably better, maybe. I can hear that a lot better now personally. Yeah, I guess I was a little bit crazy when I wasn't saying anything for a bit when I first started fishing, but this was the song that was playing. I was like, "Oh, was the last song you used on your Fish Rift video? What was that called again?" Oh, it was Labyrinthine by Lena Rain. Labyrinthine? Labyrinthine or whatever. It's a Minecraft soundtrack actually. Where do you get your music for your videos from? All the jazz tracks, you can more or less guarantee that they're from Epidemic Sound. Besides a couple of them, because they were like Mario Kart World OSTs. You really love Breath of the Wild, huh? I don't know why people say that. I don't know why people say that. I like Breath of the Wild, yeah, and I thought it would be neat to stylize it after like, you know, being on a tropical island and there's like ruins and volcanoes and temples and whatnot. I thought it would just be neat to replicate that style. It's hilarious how well the Breath of the Wild soundtrack fit with the aesthetic of your video. It's crazy, right? Like, there were a couple times where it's like, wow, there's no way this should be working, and yet it is. Who was your favorite person you met in the new vid? Ham was exceptionally chill. Rose was a chill guy, too. I think Snugget and, like, his whole arc was kind of crazy, too, honestly. I had to cut it for time. Well, I didn't even have to cut it for time. I never even wrote it because I knew it was kind of more or less irrelevant, but Snugget's whole story was... Let me take a sip, actually. If you rewatch the video, actually, and you go to the part where Shot punches me into the water and makes me a part of his empire, you can see that Snugget actually dies. He died somehow. And then the three guys at Flower Town were like, yo, this guy just died, let's just bring him back. And then they did. And then he was just there from then on out. Snugget was, he was telling me, and like he showed us, like he had his own house in nothing. Like he was from nothing. But he just kind of decided to, yeah, nah, I'm gonna just chill out over here and be a member of this Flower Town now. Ham and the Flower Clan were the best, so was Snugget, yeah. They were. Didn't really seem like those phoenix feathers were being used that much, specifically from your point of view. Yeah, I mean, I had to cut it for time, but I did witness the whole reason, like, after me and Ham went to Flower Town and we found Colfear there, the whole reason they were even there to begin with was to revive their friend. And, like, we witnessed that. Were they ignoring you for comedic effect, or did they really just not pay attention to you? They just didn't see me. Let me clear the air or whatever. I don't, like, there's no beef or whatever. I genuinely don't care. I think it was just funny. I guess the most daunting thing now is, like, where to go. Right? How do I take it from here? I'm always about, like, I've always been about trying to diversify my content. Being, like, instead of, like, oh, it's the Lethal Company guy. Instead, just kind of be like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do this thing now, and I'm gonna put the same amount of energy into it and hope it sticks. So I hope, like, this didn't put the nail in the coffin for me, being like, oh yeah, no, he's like a Minecraft guy, and he does Minecraft Civilization stuff. I don't think it did. And I don't really think that's a healthy mindset anyway. Because really, who cares? I could play Minecraft Civilizations for the rest of my career for all I care. So long, Andrew. Whoa. What type of content do you enjoy the most doing? Whatever I'm feeling in the moment, honestly. What I mean by that is, like, let me see, how do I say this? I feel bad for, like, people like Nick A30 who are, like, locked into being the Fortnite guy. Because, like, he's just gonna be doing Fortnite for the rest of his life, you know? Now, I don't know if, like, he's okay with that. I don't know if he genuinely just, like, loves it for the love of the game, or if he just loves the money too much and he doesn't see any reason to do anything else, and, you know, more power to him. I can't stick to a game like that. Like, I joke that I've played Destiny for 11 years, but there's, like, I mean, I'm sure any other Destiny player can tell you, there's stints where it's like, yo, man, I don't want to play this anymore. And then you just don't. And I think it's, like, the same thing, like, oh, wow. Oh, that's a question. Did you guys hear that Texas speech, by the way, or is that just on my end? Because I'll have to figure out a way how to fix that. Either bleed out a snowy tundra with slight flurries and a blizzard in the distance, or bleed out on a beach with waves crashing against the sand and rocks. You didn't hear it? Okay, well. It's probably on my desktop audio, I would guess. That's tragic. Good question. The Blade Runner Snowy Tundra death would kind of go crazy, but I am kind of more of a Beach and Sunshines guy, so I think that's a good way to go. Thank you for the $6.70, by the way. 6, 7, and whatnot. Being a Minecraft Civilization guy is much better than being boiled down to the fishing guy. Could definitely keep content diverse. That is true. Yeah, I mean, people are hosting all sorts of events all the time. I mean, I'm in this guy's Discord right now, and he's trying to host like a Titanic event, a 2,000 player Titanic event. Now, I don't know if that's like gonna hit like critical levels of LARPing, which I'm not really all too interested in, but you know, it could be elite. You know, it could be elite. Did you have a separate map area to do those cinematic time-lapse shots? So like I found like a good enough seed to build like that initial jungle hut that you see in the intro. Everything else I just crushed flashback the entire time. I have been begging on my hands and knees, Vasey, for like the world download for the Tropical Civilization event, and I just never got it, which is fine. I don't care, because I worked with it and it came out great. I wish I had it though, because I think some like flashback files of me like actually legitimately going through like the ruins of like Flower Town and Queendom, and then, you know, whatever happened in the Emerald Coast. I thought that would be like a much better ending, but you know, it's alright. Do you mind saying where the servers where these events are hosted? Yeah, I believe it's called Captain Lights. I think that's the guy's name. Hello, Salmon. How are you, man? Elite, what can I say? I saw a comment today that, it was basically, I saw your video, then I watched Mr. Beast's video, and then I watched your video again just to appreciate it more or something. And that kind of took me through a toll where it's like, wait a second, are you saying my video is better than Jimmy Beast's Civilization video? Which happened to include Ish? Surely you jest. Surely. That is not saying much, yeah. That event was stinky doo-doo fart, I heard. It was like boys versus girls, which first of all, what is this? 2009 Roblox Boys versus Girls Base Wars? Are you kidding me? And then second of all, like half the team was like just dudes who used AI deepfakes to make them into girls. And then get in that way and then just completely sabotage them. Okay. Ooh, underwater. Mr. Beast would be better off hosting a Roblox Boys vs. Girls Tycoon Wars, yeah. Their Titanic RP event kind of specific gimmicks would be utilized to draw interest for players and viewers. I wonder what kind of character would be good there. Warping as a third class passenger could be kind of crazy, I would think, right? Getting stuck down there, practically locked when the hallways start to flood. You have any pets? Yep, I got 2 dogs. Cookie and Charlie. Havanese and a black lab. There are 2 stickers on my server. Can I please have 5 racks and on Phonam? Will the water have hypothermia properties and like shark infestations? As far as I can tell, I mean, I don't know, I personally don't really understand how you can host a 2,000 player Titanic thing and not have the thing sink. But it looks to be like just a roleplay thing. Like, fancy citizen on a ship, ooh. I wish Titanic was my brand of Tylenol consumption. It seems cool, but I just don't care. Oh yeah, bro doesn't point and laugh. Bro doesn't know anything about the Marconi room. Lol. This kid doesn't even know about the modern. This kid doesn't even know about the condition of the indoor pool that they had on there. This guy didn't even visit the last port of call in Ireland. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. You're here, there's nothing I fear, and things of that nature. I don't even think that's the words. Whatever. What do you think of that conspiracy where they switched the names of the Titanic with another vessel so they could sink their enemies on it? I think that's a great theory, and whoever came up with that should keep making up more theories. Genuinely, what is the point of a pool on a boat? Just jump at that point, bro. Alright, but counterpoint, spas are elite on a cruise. Is this a Minecraft channel now? I think it depends. If you give me a game that has a good enough free cam mod so I can do my thing and have a chance to do a provocative story, then I'm there, baby, I'm there. League has a good cam, bro. Bro. Bro, please. Here's what make the Titanic... Here's what make the Titanic from a video standpoint super intriguing is like the engineers in the engine room area where they have to suffer the most. Yeah, that would be sick. Sorry for descending into working, but question, have you heard of Voices of the Void? It's a neat indie. Oh, hell yes, I have. I actually tried to get the multiplayer mod working for stream, and then just to absolutely no avail, and then I haven't been able to touch it since. But I am a huge fan of Mr. Joel Varg Skeletor and his series on that. Freaking love that guy. Joel Bull. Him and like a Charborg and Kraken's series. Yeah, Gala. They have it. There's a multiplayer mod. What about Vignot? Oh yeah, Mr. Vinny Vinesauce, of course. I sent him an email once that was like, "Hey man, you came up in my dream. I met you at Comic-Con, but you were like 2 feet tall. Is this true?" And he replied back. He was like, "Yeah, it's true." I was like, "All right, that's sick." His Tomodachi series is pretty unbeaten. You play any roguelike or indie games they would make like 10-minute videos of? I don't know if I'm a 10-minute video guy anymore. I feel like I've kind of locked myself into the whole cinematic thing and storytelling, which is I'm completely okay with. Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of worrying in the future because I'm sure you guys have seen on the platform, like people have, a lot of YouTubers who have like a lot more well seasoned than me, extremely well seasoned. And like they put like all this effort into like their main channel videos just for the algorithm to be like, nah, I don't think I'm going to show this anymore. Goodbye, 5-6 months of work. Meanwhile, they make their stream highlights and like they just absolutely pump those out and it like pays the bills and then some. So at that point, if you're doing it financially, it's like, well, what am I doing this for? Thankfully, this is just a side hobby for me as it stands, but Loopy Metopia series would go crazy. Couldn't you also turn some of those long form videos into shorts in the future? Yeah, I think I could. I message you and you still said fancy stuff like who says obligated and articulate. Me, bro, me. I don't know if I want Ludwig to watch my thing or not. One, it's awesome to have somebody of his size watch my stuff and broadcast that to such a large audience. And I hope, like, I just hope, like, I'm a part of, like, the fallout there, right? I hope that, like, people from there who are watching the stream are like, hey, this guy seems cool, let me check him out. Instead of giving Ludwig another, like, I don't know, 2 million in ad rev. I appreciate that, Hydro. Appreciate that. I think what Hydro means by that, comrade, is more like the type of content that I was striving for. In terms of like the really heavy storytelling stuff and the beats, like it all started with that. In terms of like people actually, you know, seeing my stuff and like finding out who I am, yeah, absolutely. That Pandora's box is open now. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Kind of a dark horse candidate, but I would go for like Adam Eve's power from Invincible. You have flight, you have, you know, the ability to like transform things into other things. That would be kind of crazy. Be like, yo, bro, you want to switch too? All right, take this rock real fast. Hello, Remy. Yes, sir. I do want to do merch eventually, but I want to do it right. Viewer retention. All right, never mind. That's a much better superpower. I will play Sims 4 while you fish. Enjoy it, brother. I think the best merch is one that can work outside the context of an inside something that looks good, appeals to people who don't know your channel. Exactly. Exactly. Bar for bar. I hate the YouTuber merch that's like really in your face and like the huge graphic of like the dude's face on the very front. Like you kind of gotta be like incognito, right? Dude, imagine like a t-shirt with like an embroidered FI banner, like the FIH as all banners in like the top right. Holy, that would be crazy. Salmon one, yeah. Fish sweater. Oh. Man, you really don't think of it at the time. Like, but this Legacy Edition really shows its age. I mean, I guess because at the time this was like the most modern version, so of course it looked fine, but... Wonder if you'd run into issues freezing your Barracon because you don't own it. I don't really want to try and open that can of worms, I think. Yeah, that is the thing about Legacy. It really is washed out, isn't it? Sometimes look at the game and be like, damn, we lived like this. It's kind of crazy, right? Still going crazy strong, the video. 50,600 subs. Jeez. What days do you normally stream? I literally can't answer that question because I don't know. If I do stream, I think it's probably gonna have to be Tuesday nights. That's my day off. I'll have to reevaluate. I really don't know, like, my working schedule. I mean, tomorrow I'm 4 to 2 in the morning. And then, like, some days I'm, like, just 8 to 6. So I guess if I'm on, like, an 8 to 6 day, I could technically stream, but... I have not played Vintage Story, no. Snugget! Snugget, my goat! My goat! My goat's in the chat. Give you some claps, brother. Give you some claps. What's up? How goes it, nephew? Why is Tuesday your day off? How did that happen? Well, full-time job is 410s, and because it's a 24/7 service, they have to designate us to different time slots to account for it being a 24-hour service. Man, even the rain sounds old. Yo, Snugget. Weird question, but has anybody reached out to you and be like, yo, you're in this? The only reason I ask is because Zero had like 3 people send her stuff. Really? All caps, yes. Dude, that's crazy. I can't believe it. I do have a Discord server, Kiko. It's not in this description, but in my main channel, there's a link to it. I've got 2 texts so far. Oh, that's crazy. So long, Mr. Daniel. Take it easy, brother. You're the first one from the group that I've actually heard from. I haven't heard from Al, Miss Vara, or Beastie. Whoopi, what's your opinion on frictional games? Fictional games? What'd that mean? Mr. Beast style video, last one to stop fishing wins something like an IRL fishing rod. I don't got the Mr. Beast money yet. Maybe one day. I think they mean the company Frictional Games. Frictional Games, the people who made the Amnesia games. I don't know ball like Amnesia, I'll be honest. I did watch PewDiePie back in the day, but... Thank you, brother. Wow, you freaking suck at this game. If any of you have played like the emulated version of this, like I'm sure there's gotta be like some kind of mod that emulates this version. Is it like very similar to it, or how similar does it feel? I wouldn't know, I've only played Java. I assume it'd be like a Java mod. I literally can't play Bedrock. I can't. I don't know how people do it. As a Bedrock player, I can say that it sucks. Well, better coming from you than me. I remember, like, I was watching, like, a Sky... I know I just said earlier that I didn't watch Skydoes Minecraft. But the really only video I remember watching from him was the mutant mobs. Like, the mutant creeper and the mutant zombie. I was like, yo, this is sick. Push comes to shove, there's now malware on the family computer. To this day, I hate AdFly. But thank you to the mysterious ad blocker that is somehow haunting my Chrome tabs that absolutely refuses to show me any ad imaginable. And I can't uninstall it if I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't Popular MMOs, isn't he a little bit... Oof. I have an extension that gives me eBay pop-ups whenever I search something well. That's pretty sick. Bro, I just finished watching your fishing video and oh my days, it was good. I appreciate that, brother. I also appreciate the phrase, oh my days. I need to, like, put that one in the repertoire. I watched Game Chap and Birdie back in the day. They were the only real Minecraft YouTuber I watched before I grew out of that kind of content. Yeah, it's a little bit too niche for me, I fear. Now I think about it, I really did like Crutch. Chugga Conroy, I remember I watched a lot of him. Like, as he was uploading his, like, Paper Mario playthrough and his, Super Mario Sunshine playthrough, I watched through that. On my life, me and my dog were giggling and sobbing at the same time whilst enjoying it. Glad your dog liked it. I'm happy bro is still around, doing what he loves. I heard he was in, like, some kind of drama thing. I don't really know the specifics, but... Oh, Peanut Butter Gamer, dude. Peanut Butter Gamer, holy. His, like, G-File series or whatever, his Ben Drowned video, holy smokes, that was Kino. Also, Loopy, I know this is mentioned on the share answer, but your laugh and just overall voice and manner is so amazing. I love the vibe you give off. I appreciate that. Me and my wife spotted you from across the bar. We really dig your vibe. Yeah, it's a shame about Popular MMOs. I hope he gets the hope that he needs. PBG has a lovely family now. I'm glad to see one of my favorite... He's a dad? There's no way bro is a dad. I remember watching, like, one of his many hardcore series, like, with his friends. Oof. Bootstrap, I think. He's a dad? Wow. Sladdy Daddy, welcome in. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Appreciate it, appreciate it. He does feud reviews now. That's kind of elite. Hydro, you haven't seen it yet? I wish YouTube gave me a search function in my comments. I wanted to see how many times people said the word cinema and the word peak. Cause I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect. No, but really, it's like it's gotta be in like the thousands. At least the 1,000 mark. If not like the 800 mark. I'm here because the fishing video sucks. Oh yeah, no, Hydro. I totally understand. I totally understand. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna catch a honker, a tuna, or a grouper. I love that bald man. Civilization video changed my view on the world and I hate that. Do you also stream on other platforms? No, sir, just here. Why do you have a crown on my name? Oh, that's, you're on what we like to call in these parts the loser board. Meaning you've interacted with this stream the second most. Trying to use a Streamlabs link to Dono, but it's not working. Yeah, I might have to swap over the Twitch, honestly. Like I said before, I don't want to... No, I can't swap over the Twitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you guys think personally? Like, if I start consistently streaming by some grace of God 3 times a week, right? Would you want it to be on this channel, or would you want it to be on the main channel with, like, the actual, like, no more Streamlabs, just straight super chats and memberships and all that? This channel? I could, yeah, co-stream, yeah. Channel is chill because it doesn't have 40,000 people yet. Mind you, it's 50,000 now. Sorry. Sorry. Twitch is much more aggressive with ads. Yes, that's why I actually don't use Twitch now that I think about it. Because I, like, joined a stream and it's like, you're watching ad 1 of 7. I was like, nah, I don't think I want to watch this anymore. So for that reason, yeah, absolutely not Twitch, because I don't want to put that evil on any of you. Appreciate that, Hydro. Killy, aren't you supposed to, like, not be here right now? No way, really? They have a bitrate limit on Twitch? 'Cause, like, 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 How do you make stairs? It's very easy, actually. Like so. What do the Phoenix flower things even do? So, yeah, I did talk about it, and I put it on, like, as, like, a pop-up for text for, like, maybe a grand total of, like, 3 seconds. But basically what you had to do is you have the feather, and you take it to a Phoenix altar, which happened to be directly next to Flower Town. And then you were able to use it there, and then revive exactly one person who already died. And a lot of people were saying, like, yo, people could have picked you up with the third feather after you died. And well, yeah, that would have been chill. But the Phoenix altar broke on the 4th day. We couldn't revive anybody. If you had a dog or a pet, what would you name it? One day I want to get a cat and name it Ziggy. You just kept that feather until it was useless then? Well, yeah, technically. Ziggy Bowie reference? Yeah, I'm a big David Bowie guy. Big Bowie enjoyer. When I studied abroad, the first stop was Ireland, and there just happened to be like this videographer who was following around David Bowie on like one of his tours, and he had like a little bit of an exhibit going on for Bowie Week, which is the week where both he passed away and he was born, and it's like a huge thing over in Ireland and like the UK and all that. So he had a little thing going on, like a pop-up stand, and he was selling like limited edition prints of his of like the pictures that he took of him in concert. And it was like an edition of 1 of 10, and I was able to actually get one. So I have it hanging on my wall right now, and it's the background on my phone too. And fishing was the only way to get the feathers. Ironic that your one gimmick turned out to be quite useful. Yeah, I mean, I figured, you know. I mean, we knew going in, everybody knew that there was going to be an updated fishing loot pool. I mean, regardless, I was going to fish anyway. And that really was the only way to get feathers. Loop you carried in the final fight. Yeah, bro. I hitting the Phoenix, the boss with the cooked cod. I'm surprised more people didn't catch that in the comments. For real, the aura was enough for the Phoenix to target you first. Hello, Eth Eater, if I didn't say hello yet. I can't remember if I did, I'll be honest. I'm kind of running on fumes over here. I think it would have been 100 times more peak if you managed to survive the fight till the end. While I agree, I also think the way that I went out, it just kind of made sense, you know? Would it be goated if like more than like 3/4 of the server died and then I'm the dude with no armor who actually survived? Yeah, that would be sick. But it made sense, right? If I died to the Sandfall, I think I would have cried. I would be at 21,000 subscribers right now if I died to a sandfall. How many subs did you get from that anyhow? Well, I've been in the 21,000 sub hell for the past year, I want to say. And that one has granted me 29,000. So yeah, 29,000 is crazy. It's Rift events too. I mean, my Discord has more than doubled in size at this point, which is crazy. But the Rift events Discord, holy smokes, it's going crazy over there. Like, I send one message and I'm getting like 15 reacts in the general chat. Remember me when you're famous, twin? I will remember you. Insert name here, 4777. I think I saw a Lethal video back in the day, but never watched it. Yeah, I got a couple of them out there. The gambling one is the one that hit me big and is why I diverted to storytelling content. So long, Zladdy. Thanks for coming in, homie. Twin, don't remember me when you're famous. Leave me behind to haunt you for your subconscious. Alright, I got you, S.N-T3T. Super off topic, what do you think about Mantis? Mantis Toboggan, the doctor? I think he was a doctor, right? Lethal Company, Green Nose, No Bounds. Yes, sir. How does it feel to be recognized so much more? Oh, the insect. Yeah, well, you could have said, like, praying mantis, whatever. Mantis, I think that's like a Metal Gear character, right? Yeah, they're chill. How does it feel to be recognized so much more this one? I really don't understand it, in all honesty. My Discord is like an absolute, like... I don't even know what it is anymore, but it's not what it was a week ago, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, begging you to do the April Fool's do a stream where you're the PNG tuber, it's just the Hummer guy for Family Guy, never bring it up or mention it. Dude, these animals are so... Your Discord is impressively active. I'm saying, I don't even know what these people are doing. Like, when I was working my 9 to 5, these guys were working in a 9 to 5 in the VC playing in a Minecraft server. Clownfish are S tier. Don't forget about your OGs when you're famous, Whoopie. Truth be told, I'm switching up on all my day ones once I get paid for this video. I jest, of course, but... Wait, what? That is true, Cooey. That did happen. Yeah, TBH, once you're big enough, it's hard to connect with fans. Yeah, dude, it was crazy how fast this chat was going. Like, I was saying it yesterday, like, the most people I've had in here is 50, and I was giddy during that. But on like a good day, we averaged around like 13, 14. And like then it was like, it's like a small coffee shop, right? Just like people come in, not really often the new people come in, but sometimes they come in, but it's mostly like just the same people over and over again, right? So like you get to know people. But with 300 people all at once, it's unbelievable. I remember having two. Yeah, we were averaging two towards the end there in like these last couple of months. That's the thing too. Like even during the event, it was like maybe 4 people were watching me and tapped in. It was like Gato, Captain Spaghetti, Andrew was probably there. Atheater was definitely there. Like it's overwhelming because like I've like conditioned myself like over this past year of streaming, being like, yeah, I'm just gonna read, I'm gonna acknowledge every chat message, if not out loud, then in my head, and then kind of take it in stride. Start a conversation like that. With there, it's like it's just flying. I don't even know how to react. And that was 300 people. I don't know how like Northern Lion does it. I mean, granted, he's been doing this for a bit longer, but you were at the Star Wicked. Oh, brother. New profile picture, new me. I have a new excuse to commit atrocious acts. If you say so, Twin. If you say so. Oopie, I think I broke my headphones and I can't hear you. Could you please get closed captions for me, pretty please? I don't know how I go about that. Oopie Twin vid monetized yet? Yeah, brother. I've been monetized for 2 years now. Oopie, can you wish me good luck? I have a tourney here on the 2nd of January. I could use your prayers. Yeah, brother. Of course, you got it. I ain't doing that, Flower. Yeah, I wonder what small country I encompass now that I have 50,000 people watching me. Finland. There's plenty of content on this here channel of me doing that deed, okay? You can find it, you just have to look for it. Your subscriber count is as big as the Turks and Caicos Islands. I definitely butchered that, and I apologize. Not gonna say it again. Really? Wow. It's not very difficult to find because I think it's quite literally in the thumbnail of me as like literally a cat boy, I think. So, thank you, Annie's, for that one. Your subscriber count is bigger than my neighborhood. Wow. Wowee. Which means you have more countries than you have more subscribers than 29 countries' populations. Wow. Bigger than Liechtenstein. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. We on the uppity up here. I see everyone in chest are making femboy jokes immediately after he meowed. Yeah, that checks out. Next goal is bigger than Denmark. I'm coming for you, Denmark. I think I'll probably call this stream once I get to level 22. Yeah, that's good for me. You could be bigger than Guam at 153k. Here's hoping. I don't want to speak it into existence, so instead I'm going to ask you guys to speak it into existence. How many views do you think it's going to get? Like, when the algorithm is all said and done, right? Infinity? Yeah, that's ideal, right? At least over 600k. Yeah. I think it'll go over 1 million. That would be crazy. If I get, like, the million banger here, that's kind of crazy. Because I always felt like I was way too niche. Oof. Sorry, I gotta stretch. It's way too niche to have a million view banger. But, you know, who knows? Twin a little niche, but we embrace it. Yes, sir. Oh no. No, no, no. Yeah, it's the whole view counter thing that I was scared of it honestly because YouTube had a change back in August where they decided, hey, if your viewers are using AdBlock, we're just not going to count it as a view. So yeah, deal with that, please. And as such, literally everything got crippled. I mean, granted, I don't think my recent Roblox one was all that great, but I think it should have gotten more than 900 views, man. I think considering I had 20,000 subscribers, I think it should have a couple more people should have watched it. Wait, they only got 900 views, dude. That's insane. Yeah, not it's the AI swap one, not the video essay. The video essay sat at a comfortable 70K, which I was very happy with. Very, very, very happy with. That is probably my most favorite video that I've made. My video essay. I'm gonna watch it right now for my goat. Correction, my niche goat. I'm surprised you took a liking to that Lethal Company compilation so much, Hydro. I use Premiere Pro, Wicked. Yeah, I did I made a 1-hour compilation of basically the entire first year of Lethal Company on, like, its first birthday, and I just made that, like, I categorized it by, like, you know, people being stupid, us getting scared, or whatever. Would you describe your memory as average or good? I'd say average. I mean, I got a lot of excess up in my brain, I would say. Like, I remember things I probably, like, had no business remembering. How hard is it to edit the Minecraft survival with all the zoom outs and stuff? If we're talking about my recent one, it wasn't necessarily hard, it was more just kind of tedious. Now, granted, I love that process. I love, you know, practicing cinematography and all that stuff. You know, being like, oh yeah, this looks good. As one does. Our niche go covers more than just Minecraft islands. Let's hope it does include real famous islands, though they come with a bad reputation. Yup. Yep. Bogos? Bogos Binted? I got you, Nico. I will definitely, absolutely, totally, nudge, nudge, definitely remember you, twin. Watching your old video right now, surprisingly blow up earlier. Your editing is great. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, J Swag. So, here's the thing. In my initial fishing video, and by extent, I believe the AI craft video, I used the actual replay mod. But for the Tropical Civilization, I swapped the flashback, and I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back. Flashback is just such a fantastic mod. It's so good. Photos printed. Anybody here no ball? If I say Vorpal weapon, does that resonate with you? Or a Zorpal weapon? Yeah, Destiny 2. Unfortunately, yes. No, Twin is too niche. Well, I'm niche too, Twin. I gotta stay niche. I don't want to stay niche because I like money. Learn to fly too? No, brother. No way you just pulled that one out. That's crazy. Chase the bag, my niche twin. Dude, I was scrolling Twitter and like people were like absolutely lambasting. That's the word. Lambasting the Mr. Beast Civilization video, the boys versus girls one. And then there was a comment that was like, "Hey, does anybody have actually good Civilization recommendations?" And guess who was there, baby? And guess who was? You got a lot of nerve, buddy. I'll tell you that much. The skeleton hurt noise is so flaccid. Wow. I'm not doing that. Alright. For real, once I hit level 23 in a second here, I think I'm gonna have to end it. I am exceptionally tired. But I'll do my intro after we get there. Oh wow, we're there. Do you have any plans on joining other Civilization servers? Yes. As long as I can manage to get off. I'm gonna try to join the Ruinous Sands event that Rift Events is hosting. Sigve Loopy, I appreciate that, David. Appreciate that. Level 24 twin. Alright, if you say so. If you say so. Loopy, what about that comment from the Mr. Beast video? It was, like, the guy was responding to it, like, yo, anybody have any actual good recommendations? And then this guy was like, I got you, twin. And it was mine, bro. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, no, I can't do this. Actually, yeah, let me do this. I go till my rod breaks. Heyo! Sorry. What's your favorite fish, my niche twin? Dabs. I like dabs. Pink! Pink, my goat? Pink's in here? What's up, Pink? Wow, my rod has broken. And therefore I am out of the means to fish. So therefore there is no use for me to live anymore. And I have 2 more string. I really wish I didn't have 2 more string, yet here I am, I have 2 more string. Alright, 24, absolutely, I can't do this. Are you trying to spell glass, Mini Pekka? My niche goat, if you had to pick a favorite member of the server, who would it be? Well, because he's here and watching, I'm obliged to say Snugget, right? Ain't that right? Miko, it's linked in the main video's description. Rift events. There he is. I thought he was gone, but he's here. Go to pick niche twins. What's the best historical niche battle no one cares about but is cool? Ooh. I do wish I had, like, the revolutionary or flavored autism. I think that would kind of go crazy. If you had to pick a favorite creator of your Minecraft skin, who would it be? Oh boy, who would I ever choose? Just found out in the banner Rift Fence you were literally in it. Yeah. Yeah, I thought of that as like another potential ending shot. But I think my initial idea came out to be a lot better, so. One white blop in a sea of green. Yeah, sure. The end scene was great, Twin. I appreciate that, Twin. Niche Twin. Thank you, bro. Oh, wait. I've been acting a fool this entire time. Once I get this next fish here. Don't ask chat for recommendations on what to add to my skin. They're gonna start saying stuff like thigh highs or whatever. I know what you are. Prequels, baby. Where is he? Where is my goat? Oh, no, it was classic, wasn't it? Yeah, it's classic. So long, Mr. Flower. Actually, where is he, though? Yes! Yes! They don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like they used to. I think Ryan used to rock this skin a lot. I vaguely remember him using this. Use that skin to hide on Legacy minigames. Yeah. Ooh, that's what I should do then this off. Let me do that now, actually. Yup. Yep. It is a bit interesting. It would be like, at the time I didn't recognize a lot of these guys, but now I kind of do. I mean, not the mobs, obviously, but like the Banjo-Kazooie guys. I don't know, interesting. They had an Adventure Time pack? I would see if I can buy this, but I don't want to like dox my credit card or whatever. Had an old episode for the pack too. I think I remember that, actually. I'm in the middle of rewatching Adventure Time. I think I'm on like the middle of season 4 or something. So what's the credit card smile? Also, told me you get famous, can you buy me a Happy Meal? Yeah, I got you, bro. I genuinely have no memory on how to do that. I play game. This music goes so hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I gotta run this back. Because I can't say it's been like years since I did this, because it really hasn't. I played this for a bit when I was dorming on campus in like 2022. So it's really been like 3 years. I kind of just gotta reorient myself with how this works. Hold the damn line, hold the damn line, hold the damn line. Hold it, hold it, hold it, brothers, hold it, hold it. Oh, I used to take that cut all the time. But I'm washed, I tell you. Unironically, one of the greatest Minecraft tracks of all time, I'll be honest. Oh man. What's up, Pilgrim? Loopy, you're familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah. Guys, I have such a terrible idea for a stream. So, for a lot of you probably won't know who this is, but my homie Kyle from high school, he comes on here sometimes. Kyle Duffy. He was in the Repo video. And I took him to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on opening night because I wanted somebody to go see it with. So I was there, and we were sitting in Applebee's, and I'm like, hey Kyle, you like movies? And he's like, yeah man, I love movies. Alright, what's your Mount Rushmore? Give me your top 5, top 4. It's like, I don't really know. Alright, so what's your favorite movie of all time? I don't think I could tell you. Hey Kyle, do you know who like Martin Scorsese is? No, I don't. Christopher Nolan? No. Johnny Depp? No, I don't know who that is. So I'm like, Kyle, how can you say you like movies if you can't name a single movie? He was like, oh wait, no, I actually watched Divergent last week. I'm like, buddy, you watched Divergent in the Big 25? And that's like your movie, your claim to fame, your way of getting out of this is like, oh yeah, I watched Divergent. Okay, buddy. Anyways, push comes to shove. Kyle has never interacted with Five Nights at Freddy's at all. He couldn't name Freddy, he couldn't name Bonnie, he couldn't name Chica, he couldn't name Foxy. His only interaction with the Five Nights at Freddy's games, or the franchise as a whole, was the second movie. So I have an idea of me and him getting a Discord call, and I just teach him everything about that series. Instead of doing like a full storyline, like, you know, whatever came first, I haven't, I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with Secrets of the Mimic ever since then, but I want to tell it to him in a way, in the order that we learned of it as the games came out. Like, oh yeah, first game, and then the second game. You think it's a second game because you have all the Wizard animatronics, but it's actually a prequel. You know, stuff like that. My niche goat, we need this stream. People need it. Alright, I got one more in me, then I really gotta call it. Dude, just get MatPat on. I don't have the motion to get in contact with MatPat. I think he has more important things to do with his life. Should I speed on Security Breach or do a marathon run? I feel like a marathon run is kind of crazy. I do the speed run. Yeah, VR, if so, do the VR FNAF game. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to stream it. That would kind of go crazy, though. Hold. 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 No, it's over. Ah, man. Oh. Yo, technical? Technical foul? Obstruction? Okay. That is my old ghost time, I'm pretty sure. Alright, gamers. I do actually have to call it now for real. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. But that's my BRB screen. This is my end screen. I appreciate you all tapping in very much. It's been really chill getting situated on the second channel here. I think it's gonna be real nice. I'm not sure what to do yet. Like I said, as much as I'd like to honor the memberships on the main channel, I don't want to scare people off if I start doing like a 3 times a week stream. You know, like it's just kind of like people are there for the videos, they're not really there for the live streams, which I completely understand because I feel that way about the creators that I watch. So, in the meantime, I think we're gonna chill over here for a bit. Yeah, I can't really promise when the next stream will be. I will be away from the rig for the next week. And the earliest I could be back technically would be, I want to say next Sunday. But again, thank you all very much for the support on the recent video, of course. Thank you all for being here, for finding your way to my second channel, which is kind of crazy for this live stream. I mean, even here, we have 32 of you guys, and it's like, still, it's the most active I've ever seen this chat, besides yesterday, of course, but that is in and of itself a crazy thing. So, fellas, I appreciate it. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. And, yeah, send the video to, like, your parents or whoever. You know, get them in the know. Alright, GG's. Goodbye, everybody. GG's.